Okay, Colorado, this is Glenn Thomas, your Mousy Oak dealer. As you'll see a video starting right here, coming down the driveway. Okay, here's your power. There's the power next to the shop building, overhead to here, underground from to here, and all the buildings. Scan across here. There's your public water and the main cutoff. There's the berm home. This is the wood shop building that also has an office and the ham operator room in it. You can see toward the back is a shed that stores a lot of raw materials, and the tractors back there, which we'll see before we leave this building. There's the garage door we talked about with the ramp, and then the little deck behind it where raw materials are stored. This kind of tells you about the previous owner. You can tell with triple wall pipes, good windows, doors, latches, and what have you, metal roofs. He had a little pride of ownership. He just wasn't a very good housekeeper. This is going into the door of the shop building. This is the little deck that holds a lot of raw material. Here's the garage door with the ramp on it. This is a room that has a wood stove and a lot of his reading materials. Wood stove. He's got heat ducts going out to other rooms. 200 amp service. Workbenches, and at the entry door. We'll come out into the main shop room. Wood stove, properly vented. This is going into his office. He did his drawings for his carvings that he was going to do in paint. TVs, music, ceiling fans, reading materials, journals for his different hobbies. Pretty good library. There's more in the berm house. We'll walk out of the main shop room. There's a wood stove we previously discussed. We're going into his radio room. Air conditioned in here, bunch of his equipment. And the niece confirms that he was a ham operator. This is a roof out back that goes over where the tractor's stored. Got tile floors and surround behind his wood stove so it wouldn't catch fire. Plenty of cabinetry. Filtration system. This may very well have been a model that he fixed for the 57 in the garage, because this is also a 4-door, same color. This is a storage room off of the main room in the shop building. Another place for a wood stove, properly vented. Walking around behind the shop, straight ahead of me is the little orchard area we discussed. You can see some of his compost stuff, compost drum. More storage area for raw materials. And the little door that you've seen in some of my pictures, that's a chicken coop. There's the entry door to the chicken coop. More stored raw materials. Up there's the shop. Here's a lean-to. It's got the Ford tractor and a bush hog in it. The chicken coop. Waters, fans. Ford tractor. Now, I understand everything worked on it. There's a bush hog. There's the hood for it. And more materials. We're going to go down to the metal garage. I guess where he stored his finished cars when he got them done. It's the one that has the gravel floor. Grader blade for this driveway. And another bush hog. This is the orchard area I was telling you about. Got a fence all around it, I guess, to keep the deer out. Inside the metal garage, there's a Husky tool drawer, shop vac, fan, radio, heater to keep it warm in here, and another fan by it, and Marilyn Monroe stays. This little roadway actually will take you to the creek around the property. More raw materials. He's got raw materials everywhere. There's plenty of gravel for him to keep his driveway up. And there's some of the fruit trees past. I'm just going to call this his storage building. You can see he's got tools and wheelbarrows and compost tanks, raw product. This is another room. It's got little doggy doors on it, so I assume this just was for chickens or dogs or something off of the storage room. There's a compost drum across from the shop building, part of that lean-to. I personally named this the tool room. He's got chainsaws and hand tools and drill presses and all kinds of materials around here. Neighbor's cat. This is the garage. That's the paint room. We'll go in the garage where the 57 Chevy's at. Garage door, side entry door. Room where the compressor is located. Compressor. That stays. Water. Cut off. This is the 57 Chevy room. The garage. Nice garage here. Plenty of lights to do painting with or working with. LED lights and fluorescent lights. And plenty of tins. Of his cars, and he'll be taking most of this. The 57 Chevy and all the parts to finish the restoration. You can see where he had his flooring. There's a bucket seat. They're going to take these tools, lots of tools. Another wood stove. Big block Chevy engine, Edelbrock carburetor, manifold, book to work on it with. And if somebody wants it right now, they get it for $10,000, including all the stuff to finish it. That will include the tins and the tools. But we'll need to know quick when there's the other bucket seat. What you call the outhouse is the art studio. He had drawings. He cut out wood to match his drawings, sanded them up, come in, painted them. This is the, I guess, the finish room for the artwork. There's his table. Nice beehive, active with the hornets. This is the berm house. There's a little paint room, like a 57 Chevy garage. Backside of the storage building. There's a paint room, art studio, and garage in the distance on the edge of the shop building. We're coming around. There's the berm home roof. And here's the leather shop with the tornado room underneath of it, or canned goods room. This is the leather working room. You can see he's got all his tools and everything he needs to work. But it is air conditioned. It is heated. And I guess this is some of his handiwork, this piece of leather goods. All of this stuff stays. It's the leather room up above, the tornado room. And there's the entry door and heavy doors. And as you can see, it does have the cellar ventilated. Come over here, here's the veranda with the pizza oven on the berm home, and we'll go in that door. Some of his handiwork on the tile work on the veranda. There's the pizza oven, handmade, it works. There's the raw materials for it. Brick in it. This is the entry into the berm home. There's a 100 amp service on the wall. There's a, I guess you would call this a mud room. Got plenty of raw materials there for flooring. Washer and dryer hookups. Refrigerators and freezers along the side here. I guess that's just storage. You're entering into kitchen living room, which I told you needed tremendous housekeeping. Wooden cabinets, ceramic backslashes. You can tell a bachelor lived here. This is got a crossbow there. Got a library there. You got a wood stove. This is a large pantry off of the kitchen. There's a vent stack for the bathroom on the opposite side of that wall. Plenty of storage. And a real rear door, which I had not seen before. Kitchen area. Got two wood stoves. He wasn't planning on getting cold. They're both properly vented. There's him little office area. More library. I guess germinating plants to be planted. More of his magazines for his trades. Books. This is the hallway off of the living room. This is a storage room. He also did a little astronomy. Plenty of 8-track tapes. This was his bedroom. I'd say, like you suggested, he stayed in the living room. Nobody slept on this bed for a good while, but this was his room. He obviously had a drone. So, more of personal stuff. This goes into a vanity room. Vanity room, obviously nobody's utilized it for a long time. This is the rest of the bathroom. There was a vanity sink there. See the rough plumbing. The commode was sitting there. There's a vent stack for the commode. Plenty of toilet paper. They must have been preparing for COVID. Here's the shower, walk-in shower. Pretty nasty.